Okay, if I'm a king, which way I'm gonna go?
I mean, you're right, but still. Like if you had a single piece, you wouldn't be able to move backwards, but because this is the area, like if you had a single piece right here, you wouldn't be able to just go back.
So exactly. The only privilege of having a king
is moving forward, backwards, whatever. But I ain't never heard of no. Now this how I play too though. If it was like two pieces right here and this was over, then you could do that.
So I could jump two pieces, but I can't jump one.
Because it's like it's so far away. We
are at the Culture Experience, and we have none other than the fabulous Miss LIGHTSKINKEISHA.
Yeah. What's going on?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Thank you.
How's your day been?
It's been good.
Yeah? What'd you do today?
I worked out.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, that's good. That's healthy.
I worked out, yes.
I feel like everybody at home's not like, I ain't work out today.
I love working out.
Yeah?
Yes.
What's the go-to exercise?
Well, they have this like little treadmill thing, but it's not like the treadmill like the regular one. It's like the one where it like makes you like run. You kind of like do it yourself. So yeah, that's like the go-to one.
Not the Peloton.
But I have a trainer.
Oh, you have a trainer?
Yeah.
Oh, so they basically get you laced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like your trainer or do they like?
Love it.
Okay.
Love it. They make working out fun. So shout out to my trainer.
It's not one of those trainers that's like every time you leave, you're like, y'all want to punch this.
No. My trainer is BMX BZ, so shout out to BZ because he be keeping me lit. He be keeping me good.
BMX BZ.
Yes.
All right, well, I'm sure the first thing everybody sees is the checkers board in front of us. So
yes.
This is a segment, it's called All in the Game. So really, we're gonna obviously play a game while we have the conversation.
Okay, cool.
I believe, if my memory serves me, white goes first.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna let you set the rules. Do you jump backwards? Do you allow for jumping backwards? Or can you only jump forward?
Jumping backwards, no, I've never done that.
Okay.
Never done that.
Because some games where it's like people like, people be making up all types of rules and then.
Yeah.
Okay, so flying kings, meaning once you get a king, as long as it's on the square, it can go wherever it wants?
Yeah, as long as it's on the square, it can go wherever it wants.
All right, flying kings, no jumping backwards.
Right.
Any other rules? I'm trying to remember.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think we're good.
In order for us to evolve and to kind of change as humans, do you feel like we have to have some pressure put on us, or do you feel like naturally we can make those changes without,
I definitely feel like you have to get some pressure on you because, I feel like you are, first of all, you're a product of who you hang around and you're a product of what you are around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
You know what I just noticed, Keisha?
What?
You got the checkers board all set up wrong.
I knew it. I'm looking at it because I'm looking at it. I'm like, I've never seen a checker set up like this. It's supposed to be only on the brown part. Okay, boom. So let's do this.
There we go.
Because I'm like, I know I'm not tripping.
You know what I'm saying? No, you are 100% correct. Yes.
You see me looking at it?
Yeah,
like I
did.
Looking at it.
She's like, what type of checkers they playing?
Right. If you're around people that are just comfortable with you just like being like, on the basic shit, like I just feel like, how are you going to elevate? You know what I'm saying? Like, or how are they going to push you if they're comfortable with themselves being on nothing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like you need some pressure on you to just, go up in life.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you think there can ever be like too much pressure on an individual?
It can be.
Yeah.
Because again, we are humans. So
Exactly.
It's like, we can't take on the world. You know what I'm saying? It could definitely be too much pressure on you. But I feel like, as humans and just as people, like you just have to learn how to be able to space things out, give yourself a break, enjoy yourself, get to know yourself even more, love yourself even more so that you're just not like, just filling yourself up, like just overworking yourself. Never want to overwork yourself.
Yeah, no, that's real. I think that sometimes the like unfortunate scenarios is when like people have like pressure put on them in an early age, and then it really kind of alters the way that they see the world.
Absolutely.
Because they don't really have any full context of like how to properly deal with it. Like you're older now, so as you said, you can kind of gauge, I'm going through this, let me step back.
Yeah.
When you're 11, 12, 13 and things are going crazy in your house.
You're like, what am I supposed to do?
Exactly.
Go to my room?
No,
like literally.
Yeah.
Literally. But I also feel like too, like the more money you get too, the more pressure is on as well too. Cause then you got everybody like, gimme, or you should have did this for me, you should have did that for me. And it's like, I go in and out with situations like that cause I feel like, I'm just a very like giving person. So when people are just so like, gimme. You know, if you're a giver, you want to receive as well too. So I just feel like, you know, it's a lot of pressure on you as well. Like, you know.
No, you're right, and it seems like, especially in the entertainment game, I think it's your go-to.
No, it's not.
It's not my go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my go.
I went fast as hell.
Oh, yeah. Okay, bad. Part of the game is it's almost like you feel like people are trying to take things from you, and depending on what environments you come from, you kind of already dealt with that 5 through 18.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like now you want your whole life to want to get to this space, and you realize it's just like a microcosm of what you already went through. How do you not get like closed off? Because in this game, you still have to be personable. You still have to be able to interact with people. But if your whole life you've been used to people taking things from you, like how do you find that balance of not closing yourself off?
Me personally, I'll say this. I'm gonna try to keep it like short and sweet because, see, I don't know, like I'm a person who like went through, like I just went through a lot, like whether it come to, you know, especially like with friends, I've went through a lot. But as far as me, like if you know me, then you know like my character, like I'm a genuine person, I'm a real person, I'm a funny person. If you around me, you gonna laugh. I'm a giving person, like I love to give to people because it just makes me like happy to see their reaction. But you know, if you're just abusing it or whatever the case may be, I just feel like this, like basically my character is never gonna change. I'm never gonna change who I am, and I'm never gonna change how I show love. I'm just gonna change who I show love to. If that makes sense.
When did you learn that?
A couple of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like mid-industry, being a public figure, you were
being in the industry taught me a lot. Like it was like a reality check, like an eye-opener for sure.
What was, do you remember kind of like the moment when you realized, all right, like this game might be a little bit different than the one I'm playing. You know, I'm a genuine person and that's kind of who I am, but this, you know, the one I'm in now, it's a little bit different.
When I first got signed, when I was signed, it was just very like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're just kind of like, everything just starts happening like super, super fast. But then along the way, you meet so many different people with so many different opinions. And they start kind of like try to like change you a little bit because they feel like you should be worried about this. And especially being like a female in the industry too, like, you know, you'll have men around you that are like, you think that she playing with y'all? She ain't playing with y'all. She gonna be on your neck, so you better be on her neck. And it's like, okay. But the whole time, realistically, they might not even be worried about you because it's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know, you'll have people feed that, like put that in your brain. And so now next thing you know, you're like competitive towards like everybody. You don't trust nobody. You don't want to be friends with none of these bitches. You don't want to be cool with none of these bitches. Like you don't want to have a conversation with none of these bitches because you think that all of these bitches are just out to get you. And in real life, it's like, man, they just over there doing their thing. Like they doing their thing. Like that's it. Just like I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I wonder why they feel like the game has to be played like that. Like why people feel like it has to be competitive. Why they feel like, you know, people have to go head to head and can't coexist within the same.
When two males link up or whatever, it's a celebration. I would say now in this industry, you know, when two females do link up, it might be a celebration for a minute, but then it could be like, oh, well, it would have sounded so much better if so-and-so was on it. Or, oh, she looked a mess and so-and-so, they're automatically comparing the two. And it's like, why does it have to be so much of that? Like, me personally, I always look at things like this, especially within this music industry. There is no finish line. So what is the race for? What are y'all in competition for? It's not no finish line because look at how many females are in the industry and we all making money. It's so much money out there for everybody to get. We all got on jewelry. We all got nice cars. Oh, nice bags, nice shoes, nice clothes. Like, what's the race? Where's the finish line at? Y'all let me know. Where is it?
Yeah.
Atlanta, California, Canada, where is it?
Right.
Like, it don't matter. One girl go on tour, the next girl go on tour. Like, we all got access to the same shit. So it's like, why do I have to hate what you do? Because we doing the same shit. Like, what for what? You know? That's how I just look at it.
When you were, it's your girl, by the way. When you were growing up, was there like a main goal? Did you think there was a finish line? Like, if I get to this, I've won the game?
Yeah, but then I had an eye opener.
Okay. What was that for you? What did you think?
Yeah, I set you up.
No, I saw it. Well, we playing checkers, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you can't hold the pieces, you playing checkers, you know what I'm saying?
Get on out, like, here you.
Yeah, no, but she didn't see what I was doing. I'm always 3 steps ahead.
Okay, we gonna see.
Yeah, but what did you think the finish line was when you were growing up?
At first, I used to think that, like, if you got signed, like, oh my God, like, you made it. Boy, was I wrong. That was nowhere, like, just because you get signed, it's like, that's just only the beginning. Like, you're just now beginning. And I feel like artists kind of get misconstrued, or even people just independent artists or whatever the case, people that are on the come up or whatever, right? They might look at a person like, oh my God, they got signed. They're just about to be lit for life. They don't understand, like, no, that's just the beginning. And honestly, like, a lot of artists, that's how I feel like a lot of artists kind of like go downhill from when they get signed, because they think that's it. Oh, we got an advance. That's it. I ain't got to work. I'm finna go spend this money. And next thing you know, you see a whole bunch of artists that got signed, now they broke. Because it's like, you didn't think to either invest and to actually work. Like, when I got signed, it was like, okay, now it's time to work for real. Like, I'm spending like endless nights and just sleepless nights and just endless hours in the studio. Like, you know, so it's just, that was just like a real like eye opener to me.
I think a lot of artists are gonna be very surprised when they hear that, because that is what you feel like is the goal. Like, you work your whole life to get a label deal, to realize that ain't it. That's definitely not even close. That's
not even close to the finish line. Like, all the people who are, you know what I'm saying, huge and stuff, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, these big artists, like, I just feel like they've had to go through so much, and if you actually sat them down, they'll probably tell you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting signed is only a part of it, but it ain't nowhere near like all the shit that you really have to do. So I feel like people don't need to necessarily just think, oh, label gets signed, I'm gonna just make it. No, the work is gonna make it. Like, that's the work that you put in is gonna be, you know, that's how you win.
Slut, check out this one. I see you sweating a little bit.
I am. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
Okay. What's your superpower?
My superpower is I make people laugh.
Yeah.
I'm goofy as fuck. I am. And I can cook. Oh, you know, I would say another, and on a good note, like, I'm a very good like motivator. Like, I motivate the fuck out of people. I do. You know? Yeah. Like, my friends, like, say if my friends, like, once I get like back on track, if like, you know what I'm saying, every now and then we might slip around, you know what I'm saying, you be eating all type of crazy, you don't work out and shit or whatever, but once I get back on track, I'll be like, all right, listen, y'all need to get back on track, like, let's go. And they're like, oh, no, I'm like, no, like, let's go. Yeah. Like, you can't be sitting around here just eating unhealthy and just, you know what I'm saying, like, we gotta get in shape, we gotta get right, like, let's do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I motivate people, and even just with their like work and whatever they do, like, my friends, I want to motivate. I always try to like motivate them to be like better. Even like, I've met strangers and stuff. They always just want to have conversations with me and talk about their like, you know, life stuff that they've been through or whatever. And I just kind of like, you know, but I only talk from experience. So, you know.
So that's the superpower.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, hold on now. No, you know what? Oh, you know what we should have established? Do you have to take the jump?
Do you have to take the jump?
Yeah, so so it's like, you know how I could jump you right here? Do I have to take it, or can I just let you hang out there? That's like technically.
I mean, you could. I feel like you could let me hang out there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to jump me, you don't have to.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, you know, like, I play with my pops, and he'd be like, nah, you got to take the jump. He like old school. Like,
but you could. Like, I mean, that's kind of like normal. Like, why wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are you trying to? What are you waiting on? Like,
well, is it an option or no? Do I have the option or no?
You don't have to.
All right, bet. Well, okay, I'm gonna let you hang out right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna.
You should have took the jump.
Yeah, you know, I didn't see that play. I'm not gonna. I didn't see that one.
Yeah. You should have took the jump.
I should have taken it. Yeah. You know, I was playing aggressive down there, and then you know what? Let me get back to my strategy.
Yeah, get back focused, man.
You done got so deep now. I'm trying to like listen, and I'm losing my. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. All right, you up there, so let me get in attack mode right now.
Okay, go ahead.
I know, right?
Don't make me nervous, man.
What is attack mode actually? Look, I know. Is your family, any of your family, because I know you got a huge family, any of your family in the industry?
No. Like my direct family, right? Like my brothers and sisters?
Yeah, like brothers, sisters.
No.
Really?
Nobody.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But honestly, like, even when I was younger, they used to be always like, oh, you the superstar.
Yeah.
They always used to be like, oh, you're going to be the superstar. Like,
but you know, sometimes people might have like their, you know, their brothers, their assistant, or like so-and-so was their stylist, maker, like, you know, they kind of put the whole team on, like you never, that was never like a thing that like, an opportunity that presented itself?
No, they not into that. Like, you know, the stuff that they look at me, like they see me do, they be like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so it's like, but it's fun like talking about it, because when we all like have like a family events or something, like we all just be like talking and stuff or whatever, and I might just like, you know, tell them about experiences, people I've met, you know, things that I've been doing and stuff like that or whatever, and they just be like happy for me, you know?
Did you ever have to have any conversations about like what was and what was not, like with them on a personal level, like believe this, don't believe this, like kind of school them to the game, you know? Yeah,
because like especially when I was on like reality TV, like my whole family was ready to just be like, oh, what? I'm like, y'all calm down.
Yeah.
Like this ain't nothing. I'm like, I don't take this type of stuff serious. And even when like maybe if a blog is throwing shade or, you know, comments, you know how that type of thing goes, where they see a whole bunch of people just, you know, talking shit. I'm like, y'all have to understand, like, I literally wake up to the shit. Like, it's normal to me now. It's normal. Oh, fuck.
King me.
Damn.
There we go.
Don't I give you back one of your pieces?
You just gotta put it on top. Yeah, like that.
Damn it. You got me. Damn it.
There we go.
Damn, now I gotta be on your ass.
Uh-oh. What would you say, for you was like the very first lesson that you learned in this industry? So obviously you learned a lot, but like, do you remember like the very first one that you learned that like still sticks with you? Like the first thing I learned was like, not all money is good money. That was like the very first thing. I didn't have to learn it through experience, thank God. Somebody kind of like told me that and I took it as truth, but like, do you remember the very first like?
I'll just say this, like, I'd probably say that I just learned this, maybe honestly like kind of like recently. And I just feel like what I basically learned is that the industry friends are different from your real friends, and everybody not your friend. And some people will use you and, you know what I'm saying, try to like drain you out of info, or, you know what I'm saying, as genuine as you could be. Because like I said, I'm a genuine person. I put people on to shit, like, you know what I'm saying, because that's just how I be like, I be really wanting them to like go up, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you take my sauce and then you like, you try to avoid me, or you try to like cut me off, or you know what I'm saying? Or you be on some like weird shit with me. Like, nah, I was fucking with you. That's why I put you on to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like with that, just everybody's not your friend. And with the industry, like you just gotta take shit with a grain of salt. People especially, because I mean, 1 minute people can literally be smiling in your face and the next minute like, you know, some weird shit. Or you just never know, like, whenever they leave you, you don't know who they going back to and talking to. Because there's so many like people in the industry, and then like you have people that's like fighting for like positions, like, oh, I want to know this person, I want to be best friends with this person, and it's like, I don't really care for all of that, you know. If I'm fucking with you, I'm fucking with you. So I will put you on. If I love you, like, you know what I'm saying, and if I'm cool with you and I consider you as a friend, I'm gonna try to help you as much as possible.
Yeah.
But don't take my help and just,
yeah, you
know, like. Because it'd be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, I see how it is.
Do you feel like it's the, like, part, is it Michael? Here you go.
Here you go.
Michael. The Southern hospitality in you, or like the Atlanta in you that,
you whooping my ass, man.
that makes you, you know, kind of like so friendly and approachable?
For sure. I'm a happy person. Like, I don't wake up and be like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I'm not a morning person, I'm still like, you wake me up and you be on 10, I'm gonna be right on 10. I'm gonna stretch, I'm gonna yawn, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna be like, okay, what's up? Like, what we doing? So yeah, I mean, I'm just generally like a happy person.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the one thing, so I'm from Virginia, the DMV area, and that was the one thing being down here that kind of threw me off the most, is how like,
friendly people are?
Like, yeah, like nice people are. Like, they're like, it kind of, I'm just now kind of being like, okay, like, they not trying to like take something from me, or like wait till my guard is down before they, you know, kind of come in. But like at first, like, I didn't know what to do with it. Like, I kind of ran from people who were so nice, because I didn't get that energy. Just because, like, where we're from, people aren't like, they're not that nice. Yeah. And so that was the biggest thing that I noticed
that, of course, when I go to like different cities, like New York. They're so rude. They are so rude. Like New York, I'd be like y'all can't say.
See, that energy feels normal to me.
Oh, see, yeah. Well, see, yeah, because being from the South, like when you go to up north and you like, these people are literally like, they squeezing in between you, not saying excuse me and stuff. You be like, bruh, a good excuse me will get you a long way. Like, and they like, who the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, because now when I'm up there, I got my guard up now. Now I ain't saying excuse me.
But,
so it's like,
you adjust to the different areas.
I'm adjusting because I'm like, wait a minute, they don't say excuse me up here.
But at first,
they're not nice.
It threw you off at first though.
No, for sure. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, but that's just them.
No,
be ready to fight. Like, what's up? Like,
and you spend because that's where you tape the show at.
Yes. So I mean, well, during COVID, because of COVID or whatever, and like just different like guidelines and rules due to like different cities or whatever, like it would just depend.
Okay.
But I would say about at least like the most time I've spent up there is probably about like 3 weeks up there at one time. So yeah.
And for folks who don't know, we're talking about Ghost.
PowerBook
2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know that.
New season premiere in November. Let's get it.
Very fire. Were you one of those people growing up? Like, did you watch the classic The Wires or I guess even now like the Snowfalls? And, I heard that, when you weren't into Power initially, but then you got into it and you like binged everything. Like, yeah, I did the same thing.
Literally, because I'd seen it, like it was trending on Twitter and I'm like, what is this show that they're talking about? Yeah. So then I just took the time out one day. I was just bored and I was like, you know what, let me go watch it. I watched the first episode. I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
Exactly.
Let me get up into it.
How long did it take you to finish?
It didn't take me long at all, I don't think. I think it might have like, because mind you, like while they were already on like season, how many seasons of it is?
6.
Like it's 6. Okay, so I think it was like season 5.
Okay.
I was just now starting on season 1. So I think it took me about like a month to get all the way up to season 5. But that's not bad though.
No. I mean, I watched it during COVID because I wanted to beat it before y'all show came on.
Oh, okay.
So I was like speed racing through it. It was like, I had like 2 weeks before PowerBook 2 came on.
Yeah.
And so I went through all different types of emotions, obviously like with the Tariq and then I just started directly and then I was like, wait, I like this kid now?
Yeah.
But I was just like fresh. It wasn't like a couple seasons. I was like fresh off of hating him to then going into y'all show and being like, oh, I like him now.
Tariq is definitely a character where 1 minute you like him, 1 minute you just want to punch him in the face. You be like, bruh, like, why is you being like that? But
yeah, you know what? I really like your character, and I don't think that we're gonna see the impact that the character has in your culture probably like for a couple years because you've never seen in those sort of settings someone like you. Mm-hmm. That's like you don't even think about that. You might think the HBCU or whatever, but you don't think prestigious school. Tell me the name.
Bouchandria.
Bouchandria
Carmichael.
Exactly.
Yes.
You don't think it exists, but I went to Georgetown. Like I went to PWI. So and they are there, but the media doesn't like to show that you have authentic Black women at those schools.
At those schools, yeah, and top of the class too.
Exactly.
Literally.
Because I definitely had some that were top of the class that would cuss you out in a minute on Saturday and then be Monday morning answering them questions. Yeah,
because like, we got something to prove. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't put that, you know what I'm saying? We not just, like we out here, we here to show up and show out.
I think that the folks who are a little bit younger that are watching it now are going to be very inspired by your character in the way that folks were inspired by like a different world and being like, you know what?
Yeah.
I can be me authentically.
Absolutely.
And go to one of those schools and not feel like, and be my best.
Absolutely.
While I'm there.
Absolutely. I feel, and that's one of the main things that I really do love about my character too, because it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Not only is she like smart, but it's like she's competitive towards like anybody in the class, but she knows like I'm the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just top of the class. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? If you wanna challenge me, then bring it. But they can't challenge, you know what I'm saying?
It's fire. I can't wait till it comes back. Have you been watching was it Raising Kanan?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Amazing show.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. Yeah. I don't understand how people are saying that they don't like. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, I've seen people saying this show is boring. I'm like, y'all are crazy. Like, can you just sit still and watch it? Like,
Twitter say anything, man.
I was tuned in right as soon as it came. I'm like, oh yeah, they turned up.
Yeah, they are, and I love the theme song too. Like
for sure, but nothing's beating. This is a big bridge down. Like nobody's beating that. I'm sorry.
What did you think of when the one? I think it was like Trey and A Boogie. Do you remember when that happened?
Yeah.
You were like, he was like, bring Joe back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's classic.
Absolutely.
It's classic.
Keep it the classic way. Like, don't switch it up, period.
Did you, were you into like Snowfall and The Wire and some of those other like...
Snowfall, yes. I love that show.
Yeah.
I think it's a great show. I've watched it all the way up and I'm ready for the next season.
It ended on a cliffhanger for sure.
Man, like literally, it always is. Honestly, even when I be like going back, because mind you, like when we film, like I don't see the episodes, you know what I'm saying, before. So I don't, you know what I'm saying, I see it right when everybody else is seeing it. So it's like, it leaves me off on a cliffhanger too, because I'm like, oh my God, like this show's so good. I'm like, oh wait, that's me. But I'm like, dang, like it's so good. Like it's so good. But I love Snowfall. Haven't gotten into The Wire yet. I don't even really know what that's about. Like, where is that on? Hulu, something? What?
No,
Stars?
it's on, don't get me started now. Okay, so it's on HBO Max. And it is literally like the granddaddy of all of the shows. So you're gonna watch it, number one, and see two things. You're gonna see a lot of characters that are in the Power verse, as well as the Snowfall verse that started in HBO. So Franklin's mama is in The Wire. Rallo, Ghost's little man who we killed in season 1, the one who like he started crying when he had to kill him. You know what I'm talking about? In season 1, like Omari Hardwick. The one he killed in season 1, like, because Kanan set him up and he was like, he's the one who did it, but he really didn't. Okay. But he's also in The Wire. So like, I'm just saying like, there's a lot of people. The guy who is the drug dealer in Raising Kanan, who just got introduced in the last episode, is also in The Wire. So like a lot of people from these shows are in there came from The Wire. Okay. So that's the first thing you're gonna see. The second thing is themes, thematically. So the whole chess thing in the game being run like chess, that came from The Wire. Like especially like in y'all show where you see like Tariq kind of like and all that came from The Wire. So it's like you'll see thematically a lot of themes. It's in Baltimore. Okay. And it's just based on like the way that all of the systems work together. So the drug dealers, the police, the government, the school system, how they're all set up essentially to like fail. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to go check it out. I'm telling you, like you're gonna, like season 1, in my opinion, is some of the best season of television, like any series ever. Really? You will be hooked. I promise. Like when you finish, tell like Ernest to like hit me. Like I guarantee you will love season 1 of the. Like it's gonna make you want to get through it. Right. Okay. If you're in Power, like there's no way that you're like not gonna like. Right. Because I like shows like that. You're gonna be like, yo, this is my favorite. Like this is one of my favorites. Okay. Like, yeah. Like. Okay, I'm HBO has Coco seen it? Has he? I don't think he don't really watch. I mean, he'll watch shows if I like if I'll be like, oh babe, let's watch a show. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he'll be like, okay, well let's see what you're talking about. Okay. But well, it's a great like show like to watch with somebody for the first time. Okay. So like you know, if he hasn't, The Wire, and it's like considered one of the greatest TV shows. Like you like pull up the list like greatest I've heard TV about shows it. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, it's a beautiful show. Okay. You will love it. Who's go? I mean, I don't even know. I'm lost now. All right, so I'm about to go ahead. We just about to go ahead and run this thing up and you know what I'm saying? Here we go. Finish this thing off. So right now, musically, because I know you're in a very creative space. So yeah, keep me right there. Oh, yeah. I didn't even you're in a very creative space. What are you? Oh, see, and now you just made that. I gotta go ahead and. Whoa! What? How do you skip these two? Because we said the Kings. You said it's infinite jumps as long as it's on the same square. Infinite jumps. I've never played like that. Oh, but you said. Hold on now. Roll the tape back. But now. No, infinite jumps. You said Flying Kings. Meaning once you get a king, as long as it's on the square, it can go wherever it wants. Yeah, as long as it's on the square, it can go wherever it wants. I didn't even know that existed. You said as long as it was on the same vibes. No. I was saying like you can, like King, you can move back, you can do all of that or whatever. You can move backwards and all that stuff. But he said. Nah, you heard. Okay, so you never heard the Flying Kings? Never in my life. They gonna get you. So is it like what? Okay, so what if I had? So as long as you're on the same square, right, and you have a jump, the king. The whole point of the king is that you could bop. Oh hell no! That's the vibes. Yo, what? I wouldn't lie to you. I promise you. Like that's the vibes. So what if I had pieces right here? I couldn't do that. It's only if you have a legit jump. It got to be like a space in between it. I'm saying that's the king's vibe. It's not giving that. It's not giving that. I'm gonna just be honest. Like that's cheating. Like
That is some real life cheating. Like, who plays like that? Like,
no, that's like literally the rule.
No, we talking about like, if you a king, move right there, boom.
I could do that if I wasn't a king.
No, you couldn't.
If I'm a king, which way I'm gonna go?
I mean, you're right, but still. Like, if you had a single piece, you wouldn't be able to move backwards, but because this is the area, like, if you had a single piece right here, you wouldn't be able to just go back.
So exactly. The only privilege of having a king
is moving forward, backwards, or whatever. But I ain't never heard of no. Now, this how I play too, though. If it was like 2 pieces right here and this was over, then you could do that.
So I could jump 2 pieces, but I can't jump 1?
Because it's like, it's so far away.
All right, you got it. It's all good.
This is so crazy.
This is wild to me. All right.
Man, I would love to play Uno with you.
All right. So,
yeah, let's see what type of rules you got with Uno.
No, it's all good. I'm going to just go ahead and get you out of here, you know what I'm saying, the easy way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's even though they going to see this and be like, what kind of...
I ain't played checkers in so long,
No,
man.
I feel you. I'll let you make the rules, though.
But see me in Uno or Speed. Bitch, you can't play me. I'm telling you.
I know. What about, you play spades?
Spades for sure. I'm cleaning you off the table.
Oh, you probably are. I don't know how to do that.
You don't know how to play spades?
Nah, they don't let me play it. I be trying, but I be, what's it called, where you lie to people and then they catch you lying?
Yeah.
I be doing all that. They don't be letting me play no more in the space.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? They be like,
you gotta learn how to play spades now.
You know what I'm saying? I should, but yeah. This is. I'm not going to give you any kings, actually. So we're going to.
Don't try to do that. Like, come on, now. I done gave you 3. Like, you can't give me 1.
Wait,
see how folks do.
So you saying I can't go? I can only go 1 space, right? Like, I can't even do like I can't go like that.
It's so crazy to me. You know, I'm gonna let you do it this one time. That's it.
Yo, who are the official checkers like players in here to know the rules? Because I feel like
this is so crazy. I ain't never seen it in my life. He said the flying king. The flying king.
The flying. That's what it is.
I thought we were playing checkers here. Like.
I feel you. So yeah, musically, you're in a very creative space. I know you're working on a project right now. What is the what's been your mindset during this, I guess, period of time you've been creating?
I mean, honestly, I'm really trying to just like, I've been playing with like different sounds and just like, different productions and stuff and just like, making different music than what my typical is. But don't get me wrong, like I do the rap shit and the twerk shit and stuff like that or whatever, but I do like more like melodic sounds too. So you know what I'm saying? I've been dipping into that lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like
yeah, got you bit.
Yeah, that was a great move. I didn't catch that one right there. Do you feel like music has been higher quality or lower quality than like the type of music that like you were speaking about in your interview, like the R&B? Like, you feel like the music now is higher or lower quality than before?
I feel like it's just different eras. Okay. And I feel like if everybody just understood to stop trying to compare certain eras, then we would be all satisfied. What I feel like the music that we had in, the 90s and, early 2000s, like the real, like, me personally, like you had more R&B during those times. So that's why those eras were filled with just so much R&B. Now you have more hip hop. Everybody is trying to target being a rapper. So it's just different. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like, even though me personally, I do feel like music was definitely better back then. I do. But at the same time, it's like, still like respect it. Respect the craft. Like these people are still, creating different sounds. Like Young Thug created a different sound and now he has an entire wave of it. You know what I'm saying? Of artists who are inspired by him, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and people can be, oh, this sucks all day, but guess what? These people still touring, they on the biggest of shows, they having millions of views on their videos, they're making hella money, like, you know what I'm saying? They songs all over the world, like, it don't matter. And quiet as kept, they're making more money than the artists were back then, in the day, who was for sure all the real, which is so wild. Because you don't need, I'm not gonna say like, don't get me wrong, like being signed to a label is definitely like a big push and a big move. But at the same time, an independent artist can make, honestly, more money than a person that's signed, depending on what is in their contract. Because it's like everything coming to them. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So it's like if they have a hot song and they upload their shit on the streaming platform, I'm giving out too much sauce right now. Go ahead. It's on you. But she said you like to give me. It's on me? Yeah, it's on you. Because if I go there, then you gonna try to jump me.
Wait, hold on. You kinged me with one of your pieces, or you don't have no more of my pieces?
I had two. I had one at the time. Okay.
Which way you about to go?
I don't know, because you kind of got me like.
Yeah, and I can't even do my flying king, so if I could, we'd be done by now.
Cause like, what is all of that? Like, all of that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, chill, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got it.
Dang, I don't know how to do this. I mean, because if I move right there, then you're gonna jump me right there, and then you could double jump me right there. So it's like, oh no.
I think that we have to start.
I think I'm safe right here.
We have to start looking.
You still gonna jump me right there?
At the.
Fuck, I should have moved right there.
We have to start looking at the inevitable of life, which is that I'm probably gonna win this game. So you should just.
You probably are.
Because you should just start like letting me.
I'm not gonna take it away from you. You probably are.
I just, you know what I'm saying? Which I keep it right here. Do you you spoke about that?
How'd you do that?
You said no.
That's a fool right there.
Do you feel
That's so mean, like
well, the point of the game is to win, no?
It's so mean.
I'm sorry.
It's like you're gonna get me either way. Well, I'm gonna do my flying piece right here.
Wait.
Okay, no, I'm just kidding.
Do you feel like being an independent artist, like you have done better than when you were signed? Like, which one are you a fan of more?
I wouldn't say I've done better, but I will say that, I mean, I've elevated even more. I mean, I feel like being signed definitely put me into a position to where it was just like amazing. And then like when the deal was done, it's like, okay, boom. Now I'm in a position to where it's like my name just holds like hella weight. You know what I'm saying? So, but am I opposed to being signed again? No. Like I think, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on what type of deal you're doing and what type of, who's a label. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, if it came down to it, would I sign again? Absolutely. But it would just have to make sense. Yeah. Yeah, for me.
It's me or you?
It's me. Yeah. And I'm gonna just go ahead and just go ahead, like.
It's interesting.
Get it out the way.
I feel like when it comes to labels, the idea of like capitalism and the way that they have those deals structured is the one thing that I haven't been able to grapple my head around. Where it's like I said, listen, I went to college, so if we take like student loans, it's literally like you paying off your student loan, and then still paying even after you paid it off, like giving them a percentage of it. That's the one thing I can't like understand how it still exists. If they changed like that one thing, I could probably maybe like deal with it better, but it just feels like highway robbery, and they know it.
I think why they possibly do it though is because it just depends on who it is. They probably just have dumped so much money into it, so they're trying to make sure that they get. I mean, typically they want to get their money back, but at the same time, I see like me personally, I don't know. Like
if I paid you back though, like we should be good at that point,
right? For sure. But have you really?
It depends on.
You got to think about. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I mean,
have you really?
I think it depends on the amount of work that a label is doing. So if you have a label that is like in the field with you, they're helping you create your merch, they're helping you get ready for tour, they're helping you like in all the income streams, they're really helping you with all those things, then yes, I could see you being like, all right, bet we real partners. But like if you just kind of giving me a bank and letting me kind of figure it out, and I'm in the stew and I'm the one who's having to do my merch and y'all are kind of like hands off, or you didn't really believe, then I'm like, nah, yo, like I paid you back.
I ain't gonna say too much because I know what the hell be going on behind these closed doors. So it's like I see why they come for their percentages. Yeah. But I do feel like this is why people have to negotiate the right deals. Yeah. And it just depends on what deal you get, because that's easy to say, but in real life it's some whole other shit going on. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
so you feel like there's a brand value attached to Light Skin Keisha. So before you were signed, as let's just say you were worth $3 million, and then after they put everything into you, the brand of Light Skin Keisha is now worth $10 million. It's
like this. It's like, say for instance, I'm gonna just put it in this perspective. Like, say for instance, you meet a girl, right? Yeah. Say you met this bitch on motherfucking I don't know, just the slums. You know what I'm saying? And she fell fucked up, edges gone, like, you know what I'm saying, dirty ass shirt, like, you know what I'm saying, flip flops from Kmart. Mm-hmm. And you literally was like, you know what? I'm finna take you and I'm finna put everything into you, and you gonna be my girl, right? And now you done took her, and this bitch is now living like a fucking rock star. I'm talking about just a rock star. Like she's just.
I turned her up.
Turned her up.
Yeah.
And then y'all, next thing you know, y'all break up. She leaves.
Yeah.
Y'all separate, and now it's like she's going like still like this, and you kind of like just right here. You ain't gonna be like, fuck, I should have put that bitch on contract.
I mean,
because it's
that's
like,
my old lady.
Yeah, but it ain't your lady no more.
For me, I'm gonna say no. I understand why one would, but it's given I'm taking my Bentley back. And I just feel like
No. You can't take that back though. It's not taking it back. You can't take none of that stuff back.
I just feel like if she paid me back everything that I put into her, then we good.
She's not gonna do that though. Why would she do that?
Well, then in that case, I understand it. But I think we're talking about the sense of that, like I paid you back and you still now making money. If you gave me $1 million for an album, I gave you your $1 million back. Why are you still taking 40%?
See, because it's more to it than just, oh, I'm just gonna give you some money. It's not even like that. Okay. They're giving people advances. It's all type of shit. Right. But I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying? I don't wanna give too much. But it's like, okay, in the perspective of you coming with the girl, right? Like at the end of the day, if she leaves, you're not going, why would she turn around and be like, okay, well, fuck it, you can have all this diamonds and no, she's a fool if she does that. Girl, you better take that shit and fucking run. Okay. Period.
So then you think that in that case, labels need to make sure that they still got their hands.
Hell, they're going to do it because it's like, it depends on if they took their artists from ground zero to fucking 100 Grammy award winning artists now. Like, hell yeah, they gonna want their money.
But in today's day, they not doing that. So maybe in the 70s and 80s, yes. Now you got a viral song on TikTok. You got a viral song. We signing you. They not getting people straight out the gutter. You already had 500,000 by the time I signed you. So then now what are we doing in that case? She was already turned up by the time.
You might have had 500,000 when we met you, but now you at 10 million. It's just, you get what I'm saying? Like it might not be like considered the gutter. Like because of course, like we have social media now to where people are more like prone to just be introduced to a new act. Like, oh my God, where did this person come from? Yes. Yeah. But now if you have a label involved and now you had 500, let's say if the person had $1 million. Yep. You had $1 million when you was involved, like before us. Yeah. But now you at 20 million. Run me my money.
I have a question. I have a great question for you, but whose go is it? Because
I think it's yours.
It's mine. All right, bet. So I have a fantastic question for you. What's your favorite food?
Food?
Like a restaurant. Like give me like favorite restaurant to go to.
Restaurant. I don't know. I like hood shit. But I mean, I'm gonna say, I can't even think, because to be honest, because I'm very picky. I'll say one of my favorite restaurants to go to is Marcel.
And what do you get in Marcel? Like what's to go to?
It was this like, they got this juicy ass burger. It's a food.
Should the person who ever made that juicy burger still be getting paid? Still be getting paid? The one who created it, like from scratch, out of their head, should they be getting paid for that juicy burger?
For that specific burger?
Yeah, like the one that like it's the highest selling, like the one you love, the one like whoever made it, because somebody had to come up with the idea to make it. Should they be continuously compensated even if they're no longer there?
I mean, I feel like, did you make the damn beef? You ain't made the meat to make it. So like, what the hell? Like, you ain't made the meat.
So you didn't put in all the ingredients, thus you should not still be getting paid.
I'm pretty sure they are still getting paid though, because why would they not?
Oh, you think that the person at the owner of Marcel's is still paying the chef from 30 years ago who made that meat?
No, if they still working there, or I feel like when it comes down to that type of stuff, you gotta trademark and patent your own shit. You better be smart with it. But like I'm saying, like, okay, say for instance, McDonald's. Yeah. McDonald's, whoever at the top of McDonald's, like, they not in the stores working and none of that shit or whatever. Right. But guess what? Like, I'm pretty sure the person who created McDonald's, I'm pretty sure that their family is still eating from that shit.
But what about the person who created the chicken nuggets?
But how do we know that the person who made McDonald's is not the person who made the chicken nuggets?
You and I both know corporate America that they not.
But how we know? Because before it was a corporate America,
Well,
where did it come from?
I watched the movie. They didn't make
Supersize Me?
No.
Oh.
You are a fool.
We watched that in high school.
No. It's called.
It's yours.
That was my go. It's It's about Ray Kroc and the founders of it. They didn't. That's a great movie. They made the burgers, but they did not.
They didn't get paid for it?
No, they did. Well, they actually got their company snaked by them. By the guy named Ray Kroc is the one who's seen as the founder. But it was the McDonald's brothers actually are the ones who made it, and he wound up taking their company from. It's actually a great movie. It's on Netflix. You should check it out.
Yeah.
I know you're like,
what is it called?
The Founder.
The Founder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great movie.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That just go back down to being smart.
What he figured out is that he said that McDonald's, y'all are in the wrong business. McDonald's is really in the real estate business, and you all think you're in the hamburger and fries business. And so what he did was he started getting chains all across the country, but he owned the real estate. And when you own the real estate, that's the most important thing because they got to pay you rent whether they sell burgers or not. The franchisees are paying money to you in rent. So basically, he just got enough money to kind of buy them out at a certain point.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Damn.
Great movie. You actually like it a lot. It should go.
That's a fool right there.
It is. So what's up? What's coming up next for you? What are you?
So I'm about to release another single. I've released 3 singles so far, and I'm about to release another single.
Okay, what's it called?
It's called Margarita.
Okay.
And it's lit. It's a different record than what I usually do. So yeah, and I'm getting ready for that, and we are possibly in the works of a project coming out soon as well too, because I done dropped so many different records.
So in order for us, I just thought about this to actually end this game.
Don't tell me you finna try to go like this.
I know what I'm saying. Well, we gonna have to probably put in 2 rules. We're gonna have to do Take Your Jump, and then we're gonna have to do Flying Kings. That's the
But you can't go like this.
No, I can't do that.
Okay.
But I'm saying like I would like Take Your Jump, right? So I would have to do like this in order for you to be like, that's the only way we're gonna be able to possibly finish the game.
Okay, go ahead.
We're not gonna be able to finish it.
Cause now I'm finna.
No, you can't. Go ahead, that's you.
Yeah, give me them.
You got it. See, now that makes it a little bit, let's see.
You scared to move these pieces and stuff, like.
No, I don't want to do that. I can do that right there. You can't take me right there.
Let me go ahead and move up out of the way.
All right, bro. So let me do, I'm about to get you on there. There we go.
Huh?
You gotta take it.
Why I gotta take the jump? No.
You just said you gotta take it.
If you take it, then that means that I gotta. You can't jump me right there.
No, I can.
You can't.
Oh, no,
you're going backwards. Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah. Thank you.
Is that, wait.
Fool.
Oh, no, that wasn't fool.
Biggity fool.
That was you know the I just went right there.
Okay.
The other thing too that I really like, and as I was doing my research, is the relationship that you and Coca have. Mm-hmm. I think it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
The friendship.
Yeah. Well, that's how it started off first. So.
Not doing that. The friendship that exists. I think that is. Oh yeah, perfect. Woo! Woo!
Hey, so
hey y'all, I did a Hail Mary. I'm
gonna just let you have it because I can't wrap my head around that.
Friendship.
Yes.
Because you don't see that, especially now in today's world.
For sure, you don't. You see chicks and hoes.
All that. That is, I mean, you said it, not me. On both sides.
Yeah, you do, but come on. Mainly, like, you know what I'm saying?
I say it, and it's gonna become a thing. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and have it. So that sort of thing. How do you continue to work on your friendship?
We'll kind of like sit and have conversations, and we just kind of like even get to know each other even more, even things that we possibly just like didn't even think about or just didn't even like know about each other. And then we always just try to like, just keep it fresh. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it exciting. Like we'll go on dates and he still surprises me with like flowers and stuff like that or whatever. And then like I might just like randomly just like bring him something and he's just like, why would you buy me this? And I'm like, dude, whatever. But then it's like, I don't know. Then we'll have like movie nights and, you know, like even when I'm out of town, if I'm out of town and he's not with me, like we still be on the phone. We go to sleep on the phone together. Like we do all of that.
I love it.
Like we be into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause that's really like my dog. So it's like, you know.
I love that.
That's the homie for real.
Well, these are great gems for people who are not in relationships, but also ones who are.
Yeah.
To kind of, you know what I'm saying, keep it going. Because eventually at a certain point in time, like, you got to figure out how do we keep this thing fresh.
Yeah.
That's just
because I mean that's just the reality of it. Like all relationships, I don't care how much in love you are, y'all gonna hit rock bottom sometimes. It's gonna be times where you be like, man, I don't want to do this shit no more. But it's like you just gotta figure out, like, you know what I'm saying. But me personally, I just think about this like, okay, if this person was to leave, would I be affected? Would I be sad? Would I miss them the minute that they're fucking gone? So it's like, okay, be real with yourself. Take all egos out of the picture. Take down your, you know what I'm saying? And just realize like, okay, who you got, what type of love you have for them. Make it work. Just make it work.
All right, so we gonna call this a draw.
No, you won, man. You won. We gonna call you won. I'll let you have it. You won. You won.
Right. Well, I thank you so much for being here with us, kicking with us today, and for being so open and honest in this dialogue and conversation. It was really cool getting to know you.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah,
for sure.
Good. All right, everybody. Miss Big Bank Bisha.
Big.